Hello, you guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Happy freaking New Year! Oh my God, it is 2020 fucking 5. I just want to start off by saying that in the year 2025, I really, really want you to no longer, don't ever think about being less than yourself. In the words of Estelle, I want you to just go into this new year with hope. I think so many of us, excuse the background noise, I think so many of us have been beaten down since 2020. And my gosh, with everything that went down and happened in 2024, so many of us feel angry. So many of us feel disappointed and scared. And I just want you to know that in this new year, I want us all to try and walk into it with a state of love and light. Look, everything that went down last year with the American elections, with, all of these battles and stuff and wars and all over Africa and in Palestine. So much has happened. So much has happened in such a short space of time. And oh yeah, and then we have aliens living in the that was honestly, I remember that announcement was first made. I'll start off by saying Africans have always known that there's something in the water. We've been saying that there's something happening there. But yeah, that was the final cherry on top. But what I want you to know is that, look, we've gone through periods of time where we've experienced as a collective, we've experienced horrible things, and we have come out of it. We've come out of it and we've been stronger. Earlier in the video, I mentioned the American elections, and I think one of the reasons I mentioned the American elections is that with the election of Donald Trump, there was such a reaction just from not only from America, but from the world stage. I think for people living outside of the United States, seeing someone who is a convicted felon, essentially be elected to become president, seeing someone who was a convicted, was a rapist and had done all of these things, seeing someone who was responsible for deportation of immigrant children, of brown children, of Latino children. I mean, did y'all forget that there were kids who were put into cages and families lost so much? But I guess, I don't know, I guess that didn't matter. The elections, honestly, I think, made me fearful, almost. Fearful of the world, fearful of what society had become. Because I think the United States of America, for the longest time, had been the world power. It had sort of been the standard for how the rest of the world aspires to be. And to sort of see that almost disintegrate within your own lifetime, or to see so much turmoil, and to almost see, laws revert back to what people had been fighting against. I mean, we saw the end of reproduction rights for women. We had people who boldly said, your body, my choice, and evoked fear in so many women. I think the rise of separatism, the rise of cultural or ethno narcissism has absolutely scared me. Yeah, like it honestly scared me. I remember I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was really upset. And Donald was elected as was made the president elect, and she was crying and she was crying and saying that she feels as a black woman she has no allies, and that broke me so much. It honestly did. It broke me so much. I think so many people are scared. And the reason people are scared is because, let me put it in this way, laws that dare to diminish the humanity of another human being are not laws. These are frameworks for injustice. And I want you to think about that. I think um, with everything that happened, with the panic that was 2024, I want us to walk into 2025 with love and remember that essentially, we all, sorry about the noise, we all want the same thing. We all want to feel loved. We all want to feel protected. We all want to feel like, we're safe in this world. And that feeling is never going to come from taking away the rights of somebody else. That feeling is never going to come from diminishing the rights of another human being. That feeling is really always going to come from yourself. Remember that we are all connected. Really, we are all connected, regardless of our color, whether we are black, white, whether we are like straight, gay, trans, like tall, short. We're all human. We all bleed red. We all have fears. So, oh goodness, y'all, I need to stop smoking these cigarettes. But I just want us all to remember that essentially, yeah, like, don't wish ill on another person. We're all having our day. Or rather, we all had our day back in 2024. But now in 2025, regardless of all of this stuff that has gone down and continues to go down, I want us to, don't think about being less than yourself. Let's walk into this year with hope, believing that somehow in all of this mess and all of this chaos and all of these fights, and look, I've been guilty of spewing out hatred too, but I really hope that as we walk into 2025, we can do so with a sense of purpose and love, and remember that, ultimately we're all just human beings and we all just want to feel safe. And that feeling of safety is never going to come from you taking away the rights or humanity of another human being. Anyways, I love you guys. I said 5 minutes, but it was like almost 9. Happy New Year! Bye.